What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, and this is the TCL Tab 10 5G. And in this video, we're going to be going over 7 reasons to consider buying this device. Now, my favorite thing about this tablet definitely has to be its large, great-looking display. Now, if you're familiar with the TCL brand, they have a long history with creating displays. In fact, the first industry that they're involved in was creating TVs, and they're still a very major player in the TV market. And they took their expertise with displays and brought that to their phones and tablets. And that's definitely very obvious here with the TCL Tab 10 5G. Now, this device has a 10.1-inch display. It is an LCD display, but it's 1080p with a PPI of 224 and a 16:10 aspect ratio. And since this device is meant more as a content consumption tablet versus being meant for content creation, they really put their effort into this tablet where it matters the most. And by having such a great looking display, it really gives you a great experience, whether you're watching video content, looking at photos, browsing social media, reading articles, ebooks, all those various things are great on this excellent looking display. We also have really good viewing angles here as well. So overall, I'm really happy with the display on this tablet. Another awesome thing too is that with that 16:10 aspect ratio, it's kind of the perfect middle ground where you get a good experience both in portrait mode and landscape as well. Now, if you want to watch a movie or something, definitely watch it in landscape, but having the options of using this tablet in both landscape and portrait is especially awesome and useful. My second favorite thing about this tablet definitely has to be the stereo speakers. Now, with the TCL Tab 10 5G, this device does feature an MSRP of $299, so it's definitely supposed to be more of an affordable option, but despite that, we still are getting stereo speakers. So you're getting speakers on both the right side and left side as well when viewing in landscape. And then, of course, we're still getting stereo speakers in portrait, but the audio will be coming from both the top and bottom here. So a lot of other cheaper tablets that I've used in the past tend just to have one speaker, and whether that single speaker is good or bad, nothing is better than having stereo audio because it really gives you a much more immersive audio listening experience, whether that's watching videos, listening to music, or doing anything else that involves the speakers. So this device has excellent speakers despite it being an affordable option, and that's certainly a great thing. Now, my third favorite thing about the TCL Tab 10 5G definitely has to be its practical design. Now, the design of this tablet certainly isn't anything overly innovative or new or different, but at the same time, I do like the design of it, and it is very practical. So, for example, this tablet does have bezels around the sides, but unlike a smartphone, you do want to have some bezels because it gives you an area to actually hold onto the tablet without having your fingers take up space over the display itself. So I can easily hold onto this tablet with just one hand here, and I can view the entire display, but at the same time, the bezels are not overly thick. Another awesome thing about the design of this tablet too is that it is relatively light. So despite it having such a large display at 10.1 inches, the tablet is very easy to hold with just one hand. Now, of course, it's kind of difficult to use the tablet with just one hand, considering that it does have such a large display, but at least the tablet itself does not weigh too much. Now, another excellent thing about this tablet, and I was not expecting this, is that the cameras are actually pretty decent. So we have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, and then we have an 8 megapixel rear camera, and certainly with these cameras, you have to make sure that your expectations are reasonable. You're not going to be taking the best looking photos and videos ever out there with them, but at the same time, the cameras still are usable. And that really can't be said for too many other lower end tablets. So let's head over to the camera app and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing is, if you want to take a selfie, which I'll try to take one right now, kind of tough with the phone here, but let's see, I'll take one. There we go, took the selfie. You can definitely take some good looking selfies here. You know, good enough where you could post these on social media. Maybe you need to take a picture for whatever reason, I don't know, new profile picture, whatever. You can get at least enough clarity here with the front-facing camera where you can get the job done. Also, another common use for the front-facing camera on a tablet would be a video call, and this tablet will have no problem doing that, where the quality of the video on your end will look completely fine. So here's how things look in video mode, for example. So I know if I was talking to somebody and this is what I saw on their end, I would not think that they're using a lower end tablet. Now the rear camera on this device is even more impressive. Now, one of the most common uses of a rear camera on a tablet is for document scanning. And typically with these lower end tablets, that doesn't work very well because there's no autofocus. Now, thankfully, with this tablet, you can take a picture of a document and things will be nice and clear. You can indeed focus if you want to. So let me take a picture of this document and I'll show you the results from that. And you can see after taking that picture, you can see the text here very clearly. So if this was a document that I wanted to share, I could easily just take a picture of it, send it off, and people would assume that I scanned it. So it's definitely refreshing to see an affordable tablet that still has decent cameras on it that are still usable where it matters most. Now, another awesome thing about this tablet too, and it's probably not a surprise because it's literally in the name of the tablet, but that is 5G connectivity. So using 5G data or using any mobile data on this tablet is completely optional. You certainly don't need to, but you do have the ability to do it if you want to. And especially in 2022, you can get by without 5G. You could still use 4G, but at the same time, if you're gonna go through the trouble of buying a brand new tablet, you might as well get one that does work with your carrier's latest and greatest network. So thankfully, with this tablet, you do have that option. Another thing worth considering too is that this tablet is already relatively affordable to start with. It features an MSRP of $299, and it looks like right now, at least, if you wanted to buy this at Metro by T-Mobile, you can get it for just $200. So being able to buy a 5G connected tablet for just $200 is a really good deal. And that can't be said for very many tablets out there. It's really hard to find tablets that feature 5G built in that are still affordable. Now, unfortunately, with the TCL Tab 10 5G, there is no fingerprint sensor. However, in exchange for that, we do have really good and accurate face unlock with this tablet. So let me give that a try right now. Again, this is another thing that's difficult to do with the camera in between me and the tablet, but we'll give it a try. And there, already, it was able to recognize my face very quickly. Let's try that one more time. There we go. So that works really well. Overall, I don't have a problem with not having a fingerprint sensor on this tablet. At first, when I heard that that feature wasn't present, I was a little bit disappointed. But seeing how fast and accurate that face unlock is really doesn't make me feel like this tablet even needs a fingerprint sensor. So I'm glad that that feature is working really well here. And then finally, for the last reason to consider buying this tablet, and there are many others, but these are my top 7, of course, and that is the large battery that we're getting. So with the TCL Tab 10 5G, we have a very large 8,000 milliamp hour internal battery. So with that battery, you'll definitely have no problem getting through a long flight. So if you're watching a movie, for example, you'll have no issues there. And if you're just using this tablet on and off throughout the day, you'll have no problem getting through a full day, if not 2. Now, in addition to having a large battery, this device also supports 18-watt fast charging, and there is an 18-watt fast charger included in the box as well. So not only is there a large battery here, but you can also recharge it pretty quickly. And that's certainly a good thing because if this tablet was limited to just 5-watt charging and you wanted to recharge a battery that large, it would take a really long time. But this concludes my video on 7 reasons to buy the TCL Tab 10 5G. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. But this is Kevin here, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a great rest of your day.